Philippines versus Indonesia, AESF Group Stage Day 1.
Usually, when you experience losses or when you experience defeat, just like what the Philippines has been trying to go and move forward the past year or two, you know, Dafa, I just have one thing to say. Why do they have to be groupmates, man? Why?
I know, right?
I don't understand. They're like so close. I am sure that this is the two teams that a lot of people are probably saying that could make it go to the finals.
As you're attempting to play a bit more independently on the map. For now, though, they're gonna go ahead and contest Turtle. Cine in trouble.
Oh, wow.
Puerto already with a killing spree. 3 kills to the Suyo in 2 minutes, and a free Turtle for the Philippines.
First one to see the engagement coming in from Indonesia, but on the other hand, Puerto here completely cornered, and she won't be able to do anything here. Vivero a little too late on that one. So Indonesia, they were able to shut down the Suyu here, and that could, you know, potentially bring them back in this game.
Yeah, that shutdown is really important. The Suyo with 3 kills this early is huge. Looks like Amores was able to steal away that purple buff as well. And here comes Vivalda, gets the gank onto Perez up top. A 4-man dive in the top lane.
Also has that assist that could potentially help her to propel even in this game.
Oh, Vival coming down for another gank onto Diagon. Vengeance popped, able to jump away in time. So Indonesia does not get that, but they're able to find Perez up top with a gank from Cine. Cine gonna get punished a little bit as Vivero and Puerto are here. Vivian able to Shunpo away from the Eternal Guard. Picks up the Cyclone Eye, should be able to get out with the tiniest bit of HP.
Wow, she almost went out with that one, but he still got it to go. Oh my goodness, just knowing it was just too much, man. It was just too much. I was beyond impressed with that one as the Philippines gets the 2 kills apiece, and they were able to also secure that turtle. But in exchange, Vival, this is what you like about Indonesia, right? They're not just giving a single objective without getting anything in return. The only problem is even with that retribution, it was Vivero still getting it anyway.
And Cine finding Vivero in the jungle now, setting things up for Shell as well. Indonesia still playing highly aggressive. Puerto has to dash back, not even able to access his orange buff. As we can see, Indonesia are willingly giving away neutral objectives.
They're building up towards the momentum that she needs, although Vivero again.
Could be in some trouble. Way the Dragon though misses. Wrong direction from Vivian, and now being cut off by the Avatar the Guardian. He's not going to be able to escape from 4 members of the Philippines. So a bit of a punish here. Good positioning and escape to make sure that Vivian was caught instead. Aggressive and find a little bit of macro on the map with their lineup. But the Philippines are actually still farming very well. They're actually slightly ahead in gold. So Indonesia now trying to put a stop to that. Amore is already caught out. Avatar the Guardian to try and delay Purify use, but not going to be able to save the Vexana. And now Vivero caught out between 4 members of Indonesia. Diagon a bit too late to join the party as Zamanforce secures it, but he jumps back in. Vengeance Hughes on top of Shell. Shell picks up the turtle, and a knock-up on Diagon makes sure he can no longer chase. They lose Vivian for it, but it's still a huge trade for Indonesia.
Perez was getting something right on the top side, whereas it is a slight advantage now, and then Vivian all of a sudden could not be able to escape. What a waste of that flicker. She was trying to make a play, but it didn't happen for Indonesia.
Against the wall, Vivian needed to just give up the chase. That flicker would not have found the right direction, and now Vivero comes in, gets the taunt on Cine. Spear of Destruction actually connects, but Cine's able to get away with the Ocean Oddity. Perez gonna jump in as well. No kills down in bot lane.
1 to 2 heroes down, maybe 2 to 3, but still, it really is a matter of point on where the neutral objectives are going to be like, and a solo kill is going to happen upstairs as Vival is going to get a kill towards Puerto, and now Indonesia's on the go zone.
Yeah, really good information scouting. The rest of Indonesia noting that most of the Filipino team is in the bottom half of the map and saying okay to Vival that Puerto is by himself. Vivero now being caught out by Fumi. He is still delaying their entrance. Shell gonna drop the Zamanforce right in the funnel to allow Vival to continue on the Lord. Avatar Guardian dodged by Shell, lands on Fumi, but Vivero taking a lot of damage, has to dash back out. In the meantime, Cine and Vivian gonna be double teaming Perez in bottom lane, picking up the Moskov, and the Hilda is already gone as well. The Lord gonna to be secured by Vival, and the rest of Indonesia now going to be looking to make their grand escape. Philippines a bit too scattered to chase them down.
Yeah, they were trying to gamble on the fact that Alpuerto is gonna have enough more time for her to get to that Lord Pit. The only problem was that Perez was already down. Indonesia had a really good notion or had a really good idea of putting the pressure towards Perez so that the main damage dealer of the Philippines will not be there right before the fight even starts. And as of this moment, they're gonna try to do it again.
Yeah, they found Amores and Alpuerto, and despite the Purify not going to be able to get away from the rough wave, Shell now very deep, but still continues the fight with Fumi taking up the front, going to be zoning Diagon and Alpuerto off of their own orange buff, while the Lord is pushing up top lane.
At least Perez is already there. However, Indonesia has really been trying to dominate the set pieces of this map. Vivian looking for someone to kick all the way back to her teammates, but as of the moment, it's Vival who's actually right here already. She's looking for a way to bring Perez down as well. Slowly, we are now starting to see a significant advantage that is brought about by Indonesia in this game, just really playing good and patient MLBB, because again, there is the Yakon just a tad too early in terms of that escape, but she caught every single brunt of the damage output. That's gonna be it once again, my goodness!
In the back line, and that's gonna be a mega kill straight away as Indonesia completely disintegrate the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
Not giving them a chance. A beautiful flank coming in from Cine, showing us that the Kadita is still a viable option.
Still had purifies before the start of the fight. The only problem was that one of them weren't able to escape. So it was an advantage for Indonesia, and that's something that could potentially be a threat moving forward.
You can see Indonesia doing a great job of utilizing every single tool in their composition, the zoning to make sure they're able to safely take objectives, and the patience to wait for the Philippines to misposition themselves so that they can go for huge engages. The Filipino team has not been able to safely claim even their half of the map the entire game.
Just not having a lot of openings here, and that could add salt to the wound, even as Indonesia is now going to go for it. Salmon Force is going to be utilized already, but Vivero is going to be right there using the Avatar of the Guardian to be able to escape it. She will be able to. The only problem is that the Lord is already in the hands of Indonesia, and they can't secure any more objectives as we speak. 4 are safe from the Philippines, but Indonesia is going to be adding +1 to their party.
Things are looking up. Now a 6k goal lead in favor of Indonesia at the 13-minute mark. Only inhibitors left standing for PH. Alpuerto just finished their BOD, but it is Perez that we need to keep an eye on. This Moskov meant to be the late game insurance for PH, but getting caught by Cine at every turn.
Unless she has the Trinity speed build here, I don't think they will be able to defend unless that is already in, because like it's already 13 minutes in this game. Maybe they could do something about it, but Indonesia is knocking on their door as we speak.
Avatar the Guardian comes in, knocks up one, and the CC chain on Fumi Echo not allowing her to even move. Indonesia not going to be able to get any more advantage from this as the Lord is taken out, but they did get 2 inhibs from that push.
Valiant effort coming in from the Philippines. At least they were able to, take down one player from Indonesia, but Indonesia just really working on what they're supposed to do. Vivero now is going to be caught using that thought, also using that Revitalize as well. On the other hand, that's going to be another kill to Diagon. Alpuerto and Vivero are down only for the price of Fumi Echo, and now it's just Perez and Amores, the damage dealers. What will they be able to do? And they might just go ahead and end this depending on how things are going to go, but they don't have any minions just yet. Base is cut to half, but the waves are from the middle and the bot lane.
Indonesia looking to put the final nail in the coffin right now for the Filipino team. Amores and Perez trying to do their best, but just blown up in an instant. Legendary streak for Vival as Indonesia will go ahead and take the game from the Philippines.
Now that is what we would call that I don't know what that's called. It's the way MLBB should be played. My goodness, the aggression coming in from Indonesia.